2, 1, go. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Onoza World, and we will go on to lesson 3 from today. Okay, and can you see my background? Right here, it's kind of, scary. And Ante, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty good, not bad, as usual. And how was your weekend?
It was very long.
Same here.
I did a lot of nothing.
Yeah, same here. I did lots of nothing too. Professional waiter. Wait for what?
For Corona to
Coronavirus.
end.
Yeah, coronavirus to go away. Okay. So by the way, as I told everyone, my background is kind of scary. And what is your background, Ante?
My background is a pancreas.
Pancreas. That's a new word. I mean, like, it's not the common word. I don't hear pancreas often. So it's a guts, right? One
Kind
of the
of.
guts.
Yeah, near the stomach and near the liver. It's part of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the topic on lesson 3 is about pancreas, right? Am I pronouncing it right? Pancreas?
Pancreas.
Okay. So, and why don't we start the lesson? And before we start the lesson, Ante, could you show your intro?
Yes. So I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Let's see. Share. All right. You can see my PowerPoint slides.
Yep,
now.
I can. I'm going to go mute. So
Okay.
give a mic to you.
Okay, so thanks for joining us, everybody. So lesson 3 is called A Teenager to Change the World. So today I wanted to tell you 2 things about lesson 3. So first thing is, so first of all, you'll meet this teenage boy. So he is a teenager. So he's between 13 and 18 or 19 years old. And his name is Jack Andraker. Jack Andraker. Okay. So Jack Andraker is a discoverer. So I think we can use Jack to understand what is a discoverer. So Jack discovered something. So we'll read about that in lesson 3. And we'll learn about what is his discovery. So what did he discover? So the key word here I'm looking at is discovery. Discovery. Okay. Now, I'll explain this a little bit more. So a discoverer is a person. Okay, so Jack Andraker is a discoverer. And then the verb discovered, that's the past tense of discover. And the discovery is the thing you discover. Okay, so we'll read about that in lesson 3, like I said. So basically we can say discoverers discover discoveries, and that is a perfectly fine English sentence that uses discover 3 times, the person, the verb, and the thing. Okay. And then, do you remember this man, perhaps? So yes, this is Steve Jobs. So we read about him in lesson 2. So we can talk about Steve Jobs in the same way as we talk about Jack, except instead of a discovery or a discoverer, he is an inventor. So Steve Jobs is an inventor. So he, for example, he invented the first Mac. Okay, so the first Mac is his invention. Okay, so we can say discoverers discover discoveries and inventors invent inventions. Okay, so I'm just playing around with these words a little bit, discovery and invention. So I hope this helps you to understand the words and how to use them in their different forms. Okay, so please, if you're at home, please say to yourself, discoverers discover discoveries. And please say inventors, invent inventions. Okay, so that's one thing I want you to remember for lesson 3. So we'll read about what did Jack and Draker discover later on. So, the second thing I wanted to talk about, we've already talked about it, and it is my background. It's the pancreas. Okay, the pancreas is a part of the human body. In this illustration here, you can see the pancreas. It's kind of next to the gallbladder, under the liver, and next to the stomach. Okay, this yellow thing here. So this is an organ. Okay, so I think you can think of other organs of the body. For example, your heart, your brain. These are all organs. Okay. So please remember discoveries and the pancreas for lesson 3. Okay, so thank you for listening. And I'll stop sharing.
Okay, thank you, Ante. I really like the discoverers, discoveries.
Yeah.
And inventors, invent inventions.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. And also there's a it's relation between like Steve Jobs and this the Jack, right? Because like Steve Jobs died of cancer, and also I think I remember his cancer was also a pancreas cancer, right?
I think so, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it was pancreas cancer. So I don't know if the textbook relates those disease or not, but there's that. Yeah, something to something common. Okay. All right. And also you showed us a word organ. So when we hear an organ, first thing come up in my mind for Japanese is I think the instrument.
The instrument, yeah.
The instrument, the organ. That's pronounced same, spelled the same, but totally different thing, right?
Right.
The organ. So is there any difference between organ and guts?
I would say that guts are an organ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guts.
Some of the organs.
Yeah.
So organs a more a wider meaning.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right. Okay. So then, we'll go on to lesson 3, and we're gonna start from the new word. I'm going to share the worksheet, and we'll practice the new words pronunciation. Lesson 3, part 1, 2. Here we go. Wait, do we do this task first?
I think,
yeah, why not? Okay.
Sure. So you heard we'll look at introduction, right, at the top of the worksheet there. So after listening to my presentation, I want you to answer these questions. So number 1, what do you call a person who discovers something? And question 2 is, which organ is the focus of lesson 3? I think maybe these are easy questions.
Yeah.
My introduction. Yeah. So of course, what do you call a person who discovers something? You call them a discoverer.
Discoverer.
And question 2, the organ is the pancreas.
Oh, I thought it was a pipe organ.
Yes, this lesson is actually about music. Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay, that was a stupid joke. Okay, let's go over a new word. Okay, I'll follow you.
All right, please repeat after me. Teenager.
Teenager.
Pancreatic. After pancreatic is nasty. Nasty.
You say nasty. In America, it's a nasty.
Nasty, yeah. In Australia, we say nasty.
Does it sound nasty if I say nasty?
Yeah, it does sound nasty.
Okay, it's nasty, all right?
Or nasty, whatever. Whatever's easier for you to say is good. After nasty is disease.
Disease.
Patient.
Patient.
Diagnose.
Diagnose.
Mainly.
mainly,
detect,
detect,
inaccurate,
inaccurate,
Jack and Draker,
Jack and Draker,
whenever,
whenever, and I think two more.
two more, and then confuse,
Confuse,
and cure.
cure.
Hmm.
All right, these are the new words, and some of them are, yeah, kind of difficult with it. It's hard to pronounce. For me, like a diagnose, that's a really hard word.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you say that again?
So it's diagnose. So remember nose, diagnose.
Oh, it's a diagnose. Accent on
Right.
in the nose, okay? Diagnose. It's like a nose. All right. Okay, then let's go into the, let's practice reading. Here we go. Chorus reading, lesson 3, part 1, right here. Okay, we're gonna do 3 times as usual. And first, I'll repeat after Ante. Let's go.
Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start. Pancreatic cancer is a nasty disease.
Pancreatic cancer is a nasty disease.
Most patients with this disease
are
diagnosed too late.
And
few survive after 5 years. This is mainly because detecting pancreatic cancer has been very difficult. And often inaccurate. Jack and Draker, an American high school student, had a close friend, Uncle Ted, who also died of the disease. Uncle Ted had been like his real uncle.
Uncle Ted had been like his real uncle.
And Jack really liked him giving good advice. Whenever Jack was in trouble. Uncle Ted used to say, there is a better way. And would show him how to get out of problems. The news of Uncle Ted's suffering from the disease shocked and confused Jack. He began to wonder, why couldn't the doctors find the cancer earlier? That was when he thought he would find a cure for pancreatic cancer.
Okay, next time Ante's gonna speed up and I'm going to mute. So students, please repeat after Ante and follow him, okay? All right, Ante, whenever you're ready, let's go.
Okay, let's start. Pancreatic cancer is a nasty disease. Most patients with this disease are diagnosed too late, and few survive after 5 years. This is mainly because detecting pancreatic cancer has been very difficult and often inaccurate. Jack Andraker, an American high school student, had a close friend, Uncle Ted, who also died of the disease. Uncle Ted had been like his real uncle, and Jack really liked him giving good advice whenever Jack was in trouble. Uncle Ted used to say, "There is a better way," and would show him how to get out of problems. The news of Uncle Ted's suffering from the disease shocked and confused Jack. He began to wonder, why couldn't the doctors find the cancer earlier? That was when he thought he would find a cure for pancreatic cancer.
Okay, so, and the third time, we're gonna do the shadowing. So I'm gonna stop sharing. So we are going to look at Ante's, face and facial expressions, and we'll follow you. And students, please record yourself. And after the lesson, please listen to it, repeat and repeat. It's very important to record and listen to yourself. Okay. All right, Ante. Whenever you're ready, we'll do the shadowing. Follow you. Okay.
Okay, let's start. Pancreatic cancer is a nasty disease. Most patients with this disease are diagnosed too late, and few survive after 5 years. This is mainly because detecting pancreatic cancer has been very difficult and often inaccurate. Jack Andraker, an American high school student, had a close friend, Uncle Ted, who also died of the disease. Uncle Ted had been like his real uncle, and Jack really liked him giving good advice whenever Jack was in trouble. Uncle Ted used to say, "There is a better way," and would show him how to get out of problems. The news of Uncle Ted's suffering from the disease shocked and confused Jack. He began to wonder, why couldn't the doctors find the cancer earlier? That was when he thought he would find a cure for pancreatic cancer.
All right, that's it. And lastly, let's go move on to the sight translation. This is the last task of reading, okay? I am going to read the Japanese phrases and you will translate into English simultaneously, okay? I mean, after me, okay? After the Japanese, okay? All right, and please record again. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. 膵臓がんは厄介な病気である。この病気を持つ患者のほとんどは手遅れの状態で診断される。そして5年後まで生き延びている人はほとんどいない。これは主に何々である。これまで膵臓がんを見つけるのは非常に難しかったから。そしてしばしば不正確であったから。ジャック・アンドレイカはアメリカの高校生だが、彼には親友がいた。テッドおじさんという。 彼もまたこの病気で亡くなった。テッドおじさんは実のおじさんのような人だった。そして彼が良いアドバイスをくれることがジャックはとても好きだった。困った時にはいつでもテッドおじさんはよく言っていた。もっと良い方法があると。そしてジャックに示してくれたものだった。悩みから抜け出す方法を。知らせは、テッドおじさんがその病気で苦しんでいるという。ジャックにショックを与え混乱させた。彼は考え始めた。なぜお医者さんはもっと早くがんを発見できなかったのだろうと。その時彼は考えた。治療法を見つけようと。膵臓がんの。Okay, that's it. And now I'm going to show my screen real quick and pick up a couple words. And after that, we're going to the worksheet. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, and right here. Okay, lesson 3. And the highlighted words and phrases are the one I want to pick up and expand a little bit. Right, let's go to the first sentence. Pancreatic cancer is a nasty disease. So as Ante said, it's nasty or nasty. Yeah. So Ante, nasty means it's the negative meaning, right?
Yes.
So nasty is usually used in a negative meaning. But let's talk about a sports or music. Sometimes people say, wow, that's a nasty move. Or, wow, his skill is nasty.
Right.
So Ante, have you heard of this expression?
Yes.
So what does a nasty mean in this way?
So when you use nasty like that, it is slang. So it basically means that it's really good or really cool.
Yeah, that means a really good or super good.
Right.
When let's say people play soccer, let's say Messi is one of the best soccer players in the world. How he dribble is wow, that's a nasty dribble. Right?
Right.
So in Japanese, we also have a word like yabai or egui. That means that's usually, originally that's a negative meaning, but sometimes used in a positive way. Okay, so please remember nasty. Okay, in the slang too. All right, and let's go on to the next one. Most patients with this disease are diagnosed too late, and few survive after 5 years. Okay, this few, I'm pretty sure you already know few. So there's a difference. There is right here, a few and just few. There's there's a big difference. Okay, when there is a few, that means there are some. Okay, there are some, but without a, there's none. Almost none. Okay, few survive. And also, please make sure you do not put a s or anything. This is used as a plural. Okay, plural. All right, Ante, you want to add something about a few, and little, a little?
No, I think you explained it well, the difference between a few and few.
Yeah. Oh, but when you say quite a few, what does quite a few?
Quite a few mean, it doesn't mean many, but it means, I guess, more than you thought.
Yeah.
It's still a low number. Yeah.
But there are some more than you expected, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
There are quite a few. Wow, there are quite a few students on this online English.
Exactly.
Yeah, luckily. All right, then let's go to the next one. This is mainly because detecting pancreatic cancer has been very difficult and often inaccurate. Accurate and inaccurate, okay? Accurate is like, you know, it's accurate. I cannot explain accurate in other English words. Accurate is accurate, okay? Accurate and inaccurate, okay? All right, and Jack Andrejka, an American high school student, had a close friend, Uncle Ted, who also died of the disease. So I want you to think about died from the disease or died of the disease. Auntie, do you see any difference? Die of and die from?
That's a good question. Died from the disease, died of the disease. I'm not sure if I can think of a difference.
Yeah, it's really tiny difference, but like, you know, I think like, you know, okay, this Uncle Ted died of the disease, died of the cancer, right? Pancreatic cancer. But like, let's say, if someone died of like a lung cancer, and because he had smoked like over 50 years, so that means the guy died from smoking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's better than died of smoking, right? Died from smoking.
Right.
So it's like a tiny, like a really small difference, but like, you know, in Japanese, if it's a kansetsuki, that means then you use died from, okay? But like it's like a more chokusetseki, directly, that means like a died of. I think there's like a slight difference, yeah. And at the same time, if you died in a car accident, you don't say you died in a car accident, right?
I think we do say, oh, so-and-so died in a car accident.
Okay, but yeah. Like, is it more common to say be killed? He is killed in a car accident.
Yeah, I think that's more common actually. He was killed in a.
Yeah, for like a accident like or like those tragedy, like, you know, we tend to say he is killed in a car accident, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's a negative word, died, killed, but like, you know, it's important to remember, okay? All right, let's go on to the next one. Uncle Ted had been like this his real uncle, and Jack really liked him giving good advice whenever Jack was in trouble. Okay, liked him giving, okay? And I think this is related to the question we got last time. Do you mind my smoking here, or something like that, right? Like last time we got the question, do you mind my sitting here, or do you mind my smoking here? Oh, and why is it like a my or like a me, right? This is the same, okay? Jack really liked him giving, okay? Giving is right here. Giving is domeshi, ne? Giving is domeshi. When like you use the expression like this, the word in front of giving before the domeshi, you get like a him, his or him. Auntie, you think it's all right to change this to his? Jack really liked his giving good advice.
Yeah, I think both are fine.
Yeah, because like on this one right here, the Ted's suffering, this is also the same, right? Suffering and Ted's.
Right.
We make it shoryukaku right here. So before domeshi, we make it like a shoryukaku, okay? Right here. Or mokuteki-kaku, his or him, okay? So that's like, you know, one of the questions we got from the last time. Do you mind my smoking here? Do you mind me smoking here? Yeah, same question. Okay, that's the 1 point. And next one, Uncle Ted used to say there's a better way and would show him how to get out of problems. And third paragraph, the news of Uncle Ted's suffering. This is also the same. Suffering, domeshi right here. Then the news of Uncle Ted's, okay? Make it shoryukaku, ne? And the news of his suffering, or you can say the news of him suffering, whichever is all right, okay? From the disease, shocked and confused, Jack, okay? Shocked and confused. When you get shocked, that means you are shocked or you are confused. This is right here, I'm gonna write. All right, the news of the Uncle Ted suffering from the disease. This is all the subject, okay? Shugo, ne? A very long subject right here. And shocked, this is the verb, okay? Shocked and confused Jack. So for Jack, Jack is shocked and Jack is confused. Okay, please remember how you use shocked and confused, this kind of word. You shock people, all right? Then the people are shocked by you, okay? Make it passive, okay? All right, that's pretty much it. Ante, you want anything to add?
I was just thinking back to the sentence, Uncle Ted had been like his real uncle, and Jack really liked him giving advice. I think that if you put it as Jack really liked his giving good advice,
yeah,
that kind of sounds like his sounds like Jack and him sounds like Uncle Ted. I think that would be the difference.
Really liked his giving good advice. That means like Jack's giving advice.
Yeah, which wouldn't make sense. Jack giving advice to Jack when Jack's in trouble.
By himself.
Yeah. So if that's like his, that makes me think of Jack. But because he said him, that makes me think of Uncle Ted.
Okay. So in this case, like maybe his doesn't work for the same
Yeah,
meaning.
now that I think about it.
Okay. But like let's say right here, the news of Uncle Ted's, if I make it like a him, his, and this one, him, that's same thing, right? The news of Uncle Ted. The news of his suffering. The news of him suffering.
The news of him suffering from disease. Yes, you could use both there.
Yeah. So usually you can use both. Like for this, for this one, maybe like the meaning will like slightly change. So
yeah, just because that sentence has his already before paragraph. Like Ted had been like his real uncle.
Right,
so his means Jack.
Oh yeah. Maybe like it's confusing. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe students are confused. Sorry about like sorry to confuse you guys, but like yeah. And sorry about the bad handwriting. Because there's a screen like in front of me, and to like write it with the digital pencil, that's really hard. All right, that's all. That's all about like I want to like expand the meaning, and we'll go back, okay, to the lesson. Here we go. And now I will share the worksheet. Here we go. Okay, then we're going to worksheet from part A. Okay, I'll give a mic to you, Ante.
Okay, let's see. So reading comprehension for part 1. First, let's look at A, choose the correct title. So there's 3 paragraphs in part 1. So for paragraph 1, the correct answer is F, pancreatic cancer, a nasty disease. For paragraph 2, the answer is C, the death of Jack's close friend. And for paragraph 3, the answer is B, Jack's decision to find a cure for pancreatic cancer. Okay. So why are the others incorrect? So A says Uncle Ted liked Jack's advice. So actually it was the other way around. Jack liked Uncle Ted's advice, is what we read in part 1. And then for D, the illness Jack had. So again, it wasn't Jack who had an illness, it was Uncle Ted. So D is incorrect. And then E is a list of types of cancer. So actually, I think only they talk about pancreatic cancer, not the other types of cancer. Yeah, so that's why that is not one of the correct options. They don't talk about other types of cancer, just pancreatic cancer. Okay. Now let's move on to part B, answer true or false. So B1, it is hard for doctors to diagnose pancreatic cancer? So yes, this is true. That's what's written in paragraph 1. And then B2, the advice given by Uncle Tom often caused Jack to get in trouble. So this is false for 2 reasons. First of all, it's Uncle Ted, not Uncle Tom. And secondly, Uncle Ted's advice did not get Jack in trouble. Uncle Ted's advice helped Jack get out of trouble. So opposite. Okay, so B2 is incorrect for 2 reasons. B3, Jack was shocked to hear Uncle Ted was suffering from pancreatic cancer. So yes, this is true. So we read that it shocked and confused Jack. So B3 is true. Now let's move to part C. Choose the 2 correct sentences. So what is the first correct sentence? The first correct sentence is number 2. Uncle Ted was not Jack's real uncle, but his close friend. Okay, so C2 is correct. And the second correct sentence is C3. Jack used to be advised by Uncle Ted about how he could solve problems. Okay, so for part C, the correct sentences are sentence number 2 and sentence number 3. Let's look at the other sentences. Why are they incorrect? So C1, it says most patients diagnosed with pancreatic cancer survive for more than 5 years. So this is not true. It should be less than 5 years. Okay, so not more than 5 years, but less than 5 years. So C1 is incorrect. C4, Uncle Ted was confused when he found out which disease he was suffering from. Okay, so this is incorrect because the text says Jack was confused, not Uncle Ted. Okay, so it was Jack who was confused by the news, not Uncle Ted. And then C5, Jack started to look for a cure for pancreatic cancer to save Uncle Ted. So why is this incorrect? So this is incorrect because Jack started to look for a cure after Uncle Ted died, not before he died. So for that reason, C5 is incorrect. Now let's move to part D. Choose the correct answer. So D1 says, according to paragraph 1, pancreatic cancer is a disease that... So the correct answer for D1 is B. Is difficult for patients to survive more than 5 years. Okay, so D1, the answer is B. D2, according to paragraph 2, Uncle Ted something something. The answer for D2 is C, had pancreatic cancer. So D2 is C. And lastly, D3, according to paragraph 3, after Jack heard about Uncle Ted's disease, he something. The answer for D3 is B, decided to discover how to diagnose it earlier. Okay. So yes, D1 is B, D2 is C, and D3 is B. And now let's move to part E, which is answer in English. E1, how did Uncle Ted die? How did Uncle Ted die? The answer is, he died of pancreatic cancer. He died of pancreatic cancer. The key thing I was looking for in that answer was he died of, okay? He died of. He died of pancreatic cancer. That is the correct answer. Now, E2, what did Jack begin to think after he knew of Uncle Ted's suffering from the disease? So what did he start to think after he learned about Uncle Ted getting pancreatic cancer? Okay. So the correct answer is, he began to wonder, or he began to think, why couldn't the doctors find the cancer earlier? This is written in paragraph 3. So he began to think, or he began to wonder, why couldn't the doctors find the cancer earlier? And last question for section E, E3, why is the disease considered nasty? Or why is the disease considered nasty? So the answer is, pancreatic cancer is considered nasty because most patients with this disease are diagnosed too late and few survive after 5 years. But like it's written in paragraph 1, sentence 2. So pancreatic cancer is considered nasty because most patients with this disease are diagnosed too late and few survive after 5 years. Okay, so those are the answers for the worksheet.
All right, thank you, Ante.
Welcome.
And yeah, this is all about lesson 3, part 1. We learned a lot about pancreatic cancer. Yeah. That's scary, very scary. Coronavirus is scary, but like the cancer is also, you know.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ooh.
Okay, so everyone, you did a great job, I think. We don't know yet, so like please look at the video and practice yourself. Especially this lesson is all about listening and speaking. Okay, listen and speak out. Record yourself. Listen to yourself. Okay. All right, you did a great job, and see you next time. Bye bye. I'm gonna stop recording, and I'll take a question after that.